Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the Juliette Lewis Show. And of course, I'm on tour. I am out in another country. Yay! I'm in Guyana. I'm having such a blast. I am here with my cousin in law. And when I tell you this woman here, she has done something that a lot of people didn't have the nerve to do. But before I do that, let me introduce you to her. This is Miss Renee Haynes Robinson. Renee, thank you so much for taking the time to do this with me. I truly, truly do appreciate it.
Welcome. My pleasure.
Yes. I want to say a little bit about Renee first before let Renee speak. Renee called to me probably about 4 years ago, right? Was it 4 years ago, 2015 or 2016?
2016.
2016. And she said to me, I want to move to Guyana. And you know, a lot of people say that, hey, I want to move, I want to do this, I want to do that. And she said, look, I'm trying to get in. I said, okay, let me introduce you to somebody. I'll come down there with you. And I did. 6 months later, this woman had moved to this country. And I was so proud of her because a lot of people do phantom ideas in their head and they have wish lists and all the different things that they want to do, but they do not ever take the step to accomplish the task and do it. And I'm proud of her because you've done so, Renee.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Renee,
you.
tell everyone a little bit more about yourself.
Okay. Well, I was originally born in England, but my parents are Guyanese, born in Georgetown, and I grew up in New York and London, and I've lived in Japan and California and numerous places throughout the United States.
Yes, it's true.
But Junan actually said she was coming to Mashramani in 2016.
Yes.
Suggested I come with her.
No, it wasn't Mashramani. It was
Carnival.
Yes.
So she said, please come. So I said, okay, I'm going to come because the last time I was in Guyana, I was 4 years old.
Wow.
Very long time ago.
Yes.
So I said, okay, I'll come. And when I did come with her, I had a great time. And I thought, I wanted to get out of New York for a while. New York is crazy, as you know.
Yes.
And I wanted a different environment. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna pack up and make a move. And that's basically what I did.
She's saying it's so simple. Listen, people that are motivational, people that are inspired to do things still don't have the nerve to do that most of the time. So, and by the way, guys, I wanted to say, I am sun-kissed, am I not? Right?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
And we're wearing shades because we were just in the
bright.
sun and it's bright and we came into a special area. But Renee, I hate to interrupt you. I just wanted to give that one, guys.
Sure.
Yes. But you, listen, you came.
Yes.
Tell me what motivated you, because you and I never had that discussion as to what motivated you to take that extra step. Because she was coming here by yourself.
I
Yes.
did.
Yes, you did.
I just felt I needed a change of pace, and I knew that Guyana was on the cusp of so many things happening with ecotourism, obviously, and the oil that's coming.
Yes.
And I wanted to be a part of the future or the changes that are happening. And so I just basically said, let me give it a go. It was challenging. It still is challenging.
Yes.
When I first moved here, I've moved. The first year I moved 4 times in 1 year, and I've moved an additional 2 more times after that.
Do you know what does that say about her? It says she's determined regardless of what it is. Because a lot of people would have said eventually, oh, I'm packing up and going back to the US.
Okay,
but you didn't.
No, that was my last time, because I was like, if I can't get my housing situated after 6 moves, and I'm not really high maintenance, I'm not. It's just that, you have agreements that you'll have a fridge or you'll have hot water, and then when you get here, those things don't materialize, so you were sort of taken back.
Okay.
And
well, Renee, let me stop you right there, because
Yes.
those are the things that people that are anticipating to make a move to Guyana
Yes.
or any part in the Caribbean,
Right.
anywhere in the world, as a matter of fact, I think that would be. But those are things that you have to anticipate and put yourself in place and make sure that they're there, such as a thing as a refrigerator
Right.
or a stove.
Well, I
to
mean-
make sure that those are things that are going to be guaranteed that's there.
Or,
Yeah.
I mean, if it's written in a contract and
Yeah.
it's supposedly guaranteed you're
Yeah,
expecting
yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
but there's no guarantee once you get here
Right.
what it's going to be. And again, I came by myself, so I didn't have, anyone else who could have gone really, I mean, I have cousins who are here, but they're working and
they've
everybody's
got-
busy.
right,
So
right,
I said,
right,
I'm going to
right,
do
right.
this myself.
Right.
Anyway, I have, right now, I live in a fantastic apartment.
It is very beautiful.
I love it. It's in a
Yes.
very safe neighborhood.
Yes.
So I'm happy. So I'm happy.
Good,
and,
good,
and,
good.
and basically, it's been a challenge.
Yes.
On a number of fronts,
Right, right.
on work fronts, on meeting people, on being accepted, because you're always still seen, especially me.
As
I
a
wasn't
foreigner.
as a foreigner,
Right,
as
right.
a Yankee, as an
Yes,
outsider.
right.
And although I've met some fantastic people here as well, who have been very kind and very generous to me and have helped me in tremendous ways. So, you know, it's a yin and a yang. Some really good things have happened and some really not so good things have happened.
Wow,
So,
wow. So Renee,
yes,
all in all,
yes.
what would be your encouragement on a scale of 1 to 10 to encourage somebody that is thinking of doing exactly what you did, moving, packing up their lives and moving to, not even just Guyana, but
Right,
we're talking
anywhere.
about Guyana right now.
Yes.
Specifically Guyana. In foreseeing the oil breakout, all of those things, what would be your encouragement, if there is any?
Right. I would say definitely I would encourage people to venture forth. It doesn't have to be Guyana, but if you have an opportunity to go and live somewhere else, I say why not? Life is short. You don't know what will come your way. Why not? But you have to have a good game plan. Although I felt like I had a pretty good game plan, there's some factors that you're not going to be able to control until you actually get to the country. You know, thank goodness language wasn't a barrier for
Yes,
me.
yes.
Everyone speaks English. I mean, yes, they
Yes.
speak patois, but
Yes.
it's English.
Yeah.
And so you have to have a good game plan. Ideally, you want to have a good set of money available to you so you can sort of float comfortably
Yes.
for several months until you can get yourself established, whether you
Yeah.
start your own company, which
Yes,
I did,
yes, yes.
or you work for someone else, which is something I also did. So
Yeah.
you just need to make sure that, it's easy. You can literally go to Google and get a checklist of, I
Yes.
want to move.
Yeah.
What are some things I
Yeah,
need to do?
yeah, yeah,
and,
yeah.
and it also helps if you have friends or family in the particular
That's very
country.
important. It's very
it helps a
important, I
lot.
think so.
Because when
Yeah.
I first came here, Junan's brother and my cousins, they used to come and bring me food and bring me fruit, and they were fantastic.
Yeah.
They really,
Yeah.
Charles and Sabrina
Yeah.
and a number of people really
Yeah.
helped me out, so I was very thankful for that.
Well, good. Now, we want to talk about something that both you and I observed here in Guyana.
Yes.
And as people coming from the diaspora, you came and you actually lived. I travel and I come and it's mine is just temporary. I spend the longest, I think, is like 6 weeks I spent
Right.
here, right? But one of the things that we both notice is the customer service issue here. What do you think, or what advice actually, let me say, that you would give the owners of companies, or even companies in a whole, their employees as well? But we have to start with the owners, because if they're not educated, then they're not apt to be able to train their employees. What advice would you give them in terms of looking to the future for Guyana in terms of customer service?
Well, you said the key word, training. If you're a business person and you have a company here, it is imperative that you yourself are knowledgeable about the importance of customer service, because there have been opportunities where I refuse to go back to particular stores
wow.
because of the rude salespeople there. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying everyone behaves like
Yes,
that and
yes,
everyone
yes.
is rude or impolite, but you have to train your workers. You have to make them understand that the person that comes in the store, sometimes right or wrong, you want to make them feel like they've had a pleasant experience, so they'll come back to your store. Otherwise, if you don't have customers, you might not have a business.
You might not have a
so
business.
So it's imperative that the staff is trained, that the owners know what to do, because I think a lot of people may open businesses, as crazy as it may sound. They have businesses and they know what their products are and they know how to sell them, they themselves, but maybe sometimes they don't know how or have not trained their staff. So training the staff, and the staff have to realize that it's a job. We all know that. Some jobs you like, some jobs you don't like. We've all been there. We've all been there. But at the end of the day, you should put your best foot forward. Don't come to work with bad attitudes and talking about, what's happening at work or whatever. You have to really put all of that aside and focus on dealing with the task at hand, and that is dealing with the customers that come in, and try to give them the best experience, a memorable experience, so that when they come back, they'll say, oh, or even recommend you. They can say, I went to the store, the staff there are so friendly, they smile, they say hello, they say good afternoon, they're not on the phone, they're not looking at you up and down like there's something wrong with you. They look like they want to encourage you. So it's really imperative that customer service has to improve in Guyana, and across the board.
Right, and I want to add to that too, because you said memorable, but it's a positive memorable experience. Positive. I do have memorable ones, but they're not positive.
Exactly.
Anyway,
exactly.
but you and I have went out places where we've received not so well customer service. And again, one of the reasons that I'm an advocate for customer service is that I know the benefit of customer service. If a customer ever complains, they're giving you an opportunity to be able to correct an issue. And that you call a benefit, because sometimes if they walk out and they don't see anything, that's a negative for you. The odds are they're more than likely they're not going to come back. And for every 9 person they meet, they're going to tell them about their bad experience with you. And that's a negative that you sometimes can't afford to live through or have your business go through.
Thank you for watching the June Ann Lewis Show. Please remember to like and subscribe.